A lot of people don't understand what advocacy is. They might have heard the word, but not quite sure about what an important part it is in someone's life to be able to make positive and lasting changes.
There's no end to the jobs that a young carer has to do, and adults don't cope with it very well, so it's even harder for a young person. So they don't know the systems. It's not as easy for them to pick up a phone or to write an email because they don't have those abilities. So that's where we can come in and we can make sure that we've got all the right things in place for them.
It's really important to get one-to-one support for that young person. It's about building up a trusting relationship because we're not part of school, we're not part of home or anyone else, we're just there for them. They can tell us what they want us to do and we'll stop working with them whenever they want. It's giving them complete control over what we do for them and their lives.
As a professional, we often think about what we want the outcome to be for children, which may not necessarily what the children want the outcome to be for them. So to have advocacy talk for them, to be their voice for them, that's how we're able to capture what the children really believe, their wishes and feelings are, and several of advocacy have been able to support us with that.
The benefits I found of having advocacy within the school is that they provide a very personal service to the children. So we have them come in to see students, and they have like one-on-one time where they can ask lots of questions. The students can ask what the service is about. They can be really reassured as to what service they're going to be getting from the advocate.
So it's the main focus on the child and how to make sure the child gets the support that they need. Children find it difficult to talk to adults about how they're feeling or what's wrong within their home because it's what they're used to, it's their norm.
They get someone who can help build their confidence, someone who'll speak out for them, but also encourage them and enable them to speak out for themselves.
It gives them a voice, somebody to who will listen to just them. So they've got somebody who they can talk to about their ambitions, what they want to do in the future. In cases that I've worked with that have been successful, it's been allowed them to think ahead towards the future.
You have never been frightened to challenge us as well, and stand up for that child, and that means a lot. It means a lot to us. We've got the confidence that those children are being properly represented and their needs are being met.
Being part of Sandwell Advocacy has built up that trust with our young people in a way that the young people have been able to confide in Sandwell Advocacy and bring to their attention that there may be some safeguarding issues at home that need to be addressed.
But it's not all about the care, and they realise that they've got a life of their own and they're actually entitled to that life and they get to do nice stuff for them. And it makes the parents as well, or the person they're caring for, more confident and to take the care from that child because they don't feel as though they're just taking all the time. Their child's actually having a childhood.
So it's been able for us to be able to facilitate with the parents, to put that package of support around them. And that's all because it was instigated from the relationship that Sandwell Advocacy have built up with our young people.
As an advocate, my role is to make sure that people do have a voice, that they have a choice and are in control of the things that are happening in their lives. A lot of people don't realise that they have a choice, and we make sure that they're aware of that and the options that are available to them.
She gave my son options. So in school there was a lot of it just felt that everything had broken down. Communication between my son, school and senior members of staff, it had just completely broken down and we didn't know how to move it forward.
I was going through a stage where he was getting angry a lot, but since he's been coming out and doing things with you, he's calmed down a hell of a lot. He's a lot better. He's a nice in himself. He's better in himself.
So the advocate came into school and she didn't support school, she didn't support myself, but she supported my son, and it gave him a bigger voice and he felt that he could speak up and not get into trouble.
Someone to talk to. And when he comes out, to you on your days out and things like that, he comes back and he's always talking about who he spoke to and what he's been able to talk about.
For me as a parent, I know that by speaking to an advocate first, I can just get everything off my chest. The good, the bad and the ugly, all the things that just really wind me up that I feel that I can't move forward or can't. And my goal is to support my son.
So I know that he can't speak to me about a lot of things because of my health problems and stuff, and he doesn't like to worry me with things that he has. So I like the fact that he's got someone to talk to.
It's a big responsibility to look after people when they need it, but to also seek help when you need it yourself too.
I thought you was a bit weird, I'm not gonna lie. Because, like, you was like me, but an adult version. And it was weird to actually meet someone who actually understood. Because usually adults are like, oh, does that mean that you do this? And we're like, no, it means we do this. And you're like, yeah, I know.
It has its difficulties, it has its ups and downs, such as, you always have to be there for the other person. You have a lot of roles and responsibilities that you have to do with the, obviously, person with the special needs. And it is a lot of hard work sometimes, and you do just want to give up, but, you just have to keep trying.
Like, 3 years ago, I wasn't really very confident. I wouldn't really speak to random people or anything like that. I'll just keep to myself, but now I can speak to a lot of people.
The biggest challenges are doing chores, or when Dad goes to hospital, it's really hard. Or like, for example, Mum going doctors or me going doctors. Because it's really stressful, because when like one member of your family is going to the hospital, you just want to go with them because it's sad that they're going to hospital and you're not, and you don't know what to do. Because you feel like you want to be the person injured and not them.
I actually feel happy about being a young carer because I actually am, because what I have to do is, like, on a daily basis, say when Mum did have diabetes, I had to help her. Like, one time I even had to call the ambulance just to come and help her. So I like being called the young carer because I do care about my mum.
We are here to help one another, and we are here to support one another, especially when times do get so tough, especially in the past 8 years. It's got lower and lower and lower, and problems just keep coming at us, and we're very lucky to be a supportive family and to be there for one another.